National Eating Disorder Awareness Week. 30 million Americans are affected by the mental illness, and now an area organization is working with university students. Our Jasmine Anderson is live in Urbana this morning. Jasmine, tell us how this works.
Drew, people simply just have to come in. They don't even have to say a word as to what their problem is if they have an eating disorder. And I'm going to give you a little tour, and help me with that this morning is Melissa Smith from Ascend. Good morning.
Good morning.
So kind of take us through the process. How does it work when somebody walks in and they say they need help?
Well, basically what we'll end up doing is scheduling them with an assessment, for an assessment with one of our physicians here. Dr. Bob Bocek, who is a psychologist, practices out of this office. And they will simply come in, schedule an hour-long assessment where Dr. Bocek will lead them through a series of questions, and then he will make a diagnosis as well as a recommendation for treatment.
So they go through an assessment process, usually a day process, right? Nothing more than just a day, and then that information is used for the next step.
Yeah, it's an hour-long assessment, and then the next step would be if it is an eating disorder that we're looking to treat, then he would quite possibly recommend our intensive outpatient program, where we would have group therapy, individual sessions, as well as art, yoga, skills, and a supported meal.
Okay, and let's talk about this group therapy session. I know that there's a room right to my left here that is used for group therapy. What happens in this room?
This is our small group therapy room. Currently, it hosts our teen or adolescent IOP, which is our intensive outpatient program. In this group, they do their typical process where they can process their week, their things that they're struggling with, as well as doing some art therapy. And then in our larger group room, where our adult IOP is happening, is where we hold our yoga and other skills.
And like we said earlier, you can just simply come in. They don't have to say a word about their problems with eating disorders. Maybe talk a little bit about eating disorders.
Well, when an individual comes in, it is very private and it's a secret matter. So we want to make sure and respect their privacy. So someone may walk in and just say, you know what, I need help and I need to talk with someone. And Ascend's here to help them with that. We can schedule that assessment with either Dr. Bob Bocek, Jessica Harms, and then they will gently lead them through their assessment and just kind of facilitate treatment from there on.
And I know earlier we talked about an online screening. Maybe people can take that first before coming in here, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a tool that individuals can use in the community to go to NEDA.com, which is National Eating Disorder Association.com, and they can use that tool to assess themselves or assess a loved one if they have concerns they could be struggling with an eating disorder.
Okay. And I understand you use different insurance options. You maybe talk a little bit about that for us.
Yeah, we are currently covered with various insurance companies. We are in network with Health Alliance, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Optum, and the Student Resources Insurance on the university campus.
Okay, and it's not just for students, it's for anyone.
It's definitely for anyone, and even those who don't have insurance, we can offer help for them as well.
All right, well, thank you so much, Melissa, for all of that information. If you would like to know a little bit more about us, then I'll have all of that information for you later today on IllinoisHomepage.net. Reporting in Urbana, Jasmine Anderson, WCIA 3, your local news leader. Drew?
All right, Jasmine, thanks very much for that report.